In February 2026, the world witnessed one of the most alarming military escalations in recent history. Long-standing tensions between Iran, the United States, and Israel had been growing over years of disputes regarding nuclear programs, regional influence, and proxy conflicts across the Middle East. Diplomatic efforts repeatedly failed, and intelligence reports warned that Iran's military and nuclear capabilities were advancing faster than expected. Late on February 28, 2026, the United States and Israel launched a coordinated surprise strike against Iran, targeting military bases, nuclear facilities, and strategic leadership sites. Cities including Tehran, Natanz, and Isfahan were hit by precision airstrikes, missiles, and advanced weaponry. Explosions shook entire neighborhoods, sending clouds of smoke into the sky. Panic spread among civilians, with people fleeing streets, seeking shelters, and recording events in real time. The immediate consequences were devastating. Hospitals were overwhelmed, emergency services struggled, and casualties quickly mounted. Residential areas and public buildings were damaged, while schools and hospitals were caught in the chaos. Hundreds of civilians were injured, and dozens lost their lives in the first hours. Families were separated, neighborhoods destroyed, and the human toll was staggering. Iran responded swiftly. Missiles and drones were fired toward Israeli cities, U.S. military bases, and allied nations in the region. Defense systems intercepted some attacks, but several caused damage, escalating the conflict and raising fears of a wider war. The region remained on high alert, with military forces bracing for further escalation. The United Nations called an emergency Security Council meeting. World leaders from Russia, China, Europe, and the Middle East gathered to discuss the rapidly unfolding crisis. Russia condemned the attacks as unprovoked aggression, while European nations urged diplomacy and restraint. Gulf nations expressed concerns over regional stability and humanitarian consequences. Markets reacted sharply, with oil prices soaring due to uncertainty in the energy-rich region. Civilian experiences painted a stark picture, streets filled with smoke and debris as people fled their homes. Social media was flooded with videos and images showing destruction, chaos, and families seeking safety. Journalists risked their lives to report from the ground, highlighting both the human suffering and the strategic consequences of the attacks. Analysts monitored satellite imagery, drone feeds, and open-source intelligence to track movements and anticipate further actions. Humanitarian concerns became critical. Thousands were displaced, seeking refuge in safer regions or temporary shelters. Medical supplies were scarce, and emergency services struggled to provide adequate care. International agencies coordinated relief efforts, aiming to mitigate the impact on civilians. Food, water, and shelter became immediate concerns amid ongoing hostilities. Global attention intensified as the conflict continued. Analysts debated the potential for escalation into a regional or global war. Governments issued travel warnings, and strategic military postures were adjusted worldwide. Economists warned that the crisis could impact energy prices and global trade. The international community watched closely, understanding that a single miscalculation could have far-reaching consequences. Iran's leadership communicated both domestically and internationally, emphasizing resilience and the right to defend national sovereignty. Statements and speeches were analyzed for hints about strategy and potential escalation. The rhetoric played a crucial role in shaping domestic morale and international perception. Over the following days, intermittent missile launches and skirmishes continued. The conflict remained dynamic, with new developments daily. Strategic experts noted the importance of alliances, intelligence, and rapid decision-making in modern conflicts. Military engagements demonstrated the use of drones, precision targeting, and cyber warfare as key components of contemporary strategy. Despite the chaos, history offers perspective. The Iran War 2026 reflects decades of geopolitical tension, power struggles, and regional rivalries. From Cold War-era alliances to modern conflicts, the crisis demonstrates how history, diplomacy, and military strategy converge to shape real-time events. Analysts and historians are already studying these developments to understand the lessons for future global security. As initial strikes subsided, the world faced pressing questions. How far could the conflict escalate? Would diplomacy succeed in preventing wider war? What would be the long-term impact on regional stability and global politics? The Iran War 2026 became an urgent case study in military strategy, geopolitics, and the human cost of conflict. This documentary provides a comprehensive overview of the conflict, exploring the causes, military operations, retaliation, global reactions, civilian experiences, and potential outcomes. It highlights the intersection of modern warfare, political decision-making, and human resilience. To stay updated with real-time developments and shocking world events, subscribe to this channel now. Like this video if you found it informative, share with your friends. Because the next chapter of this conflict could be even more dramatic and history-making.